Alright, what's up YouTube? Back with another video. And I was gonna make two separate videos, but I decided to just I'm gonna make one video. It's probably gonna be long because of this, but cause I don't know if it makes sense to make two videos. Maybe I'll see how this turns out, how I'm talking, cause it's not necessarily scripted or planned. It's just something I wanted to talk about, because I'm always getting comments all the time. Like, all y'all guys are interacting with me, and you know, it's Knicks videos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, all stuff about Frank Ntilikina, and you know, there's people like, oh, he's a bust. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he's not used to the NBA style of basketball. You know, go back to friends. You know, some comments said that, and there's some people that agree with me all entirely about the assessment of his game. And people too quick to quit on the kid, man. Like, you know what I mean? He's not even 21 yet. He'll be 21 later on this month, and you look at it, like, the Knicks just drafted a guy named Ignis, or they call him Iggy. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but they call him Iggy, right? That's like his new nickname, Ignis, or Agnas, but they call him Iggy now. That's his, you know, his nickname. And he's only a couple months younger than Frank. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's born in January. Frank is born in July, so that's like 6 months difference. So you know what I'm saying? So realistically, you can argue and say this is Frank's rookie year. You can argue this, because there's some guys in the draft in this year's draft that's only like 4, 5, 6 months younger than Frank, 7 months younger than him. You understand what I'm saying? Even guys in last year's draft, when he was a sophomore in the NBA, they were guys that was, Trae Young is older than him. You know what I'm saying? Lonzo Ball is older than Frank by a year. Dennis Smith Jr. is older than Frank by damn near a year. So, you know, you look at it like, you know, look at Dennis Smith Jr. last year. You could say this, you know what I'm saying? You could say that be, you could argue the age comparison. Like, this is Frank's third year. His age is the same age that Dennis Smith Jr. had last year. So when you sit down and look at this, like, people so quick to give up on him. You can't do that with these players. Like, some of these guys need time. If you look at Frank when he first got drafted, you know, it showcased. If you look at how his whole physique looked, his height, everything, he didn't look NBA ready. You know what I mean? He was drafted off potential. That's what they said, potential, where he could be, because he's a young kid that he did not play the NBA game. He did not grow up playing AAU basketball, so he don't have this isolation game. He was he played in a system. That's why he don't argue with his stats. He's system. Move the ball, run here. Fundamentally sound. He's like that. He's not a guy that you give him the ball and say clear out and let him isolate and score. He don't play like we play in the park growing up in New York City or Chicago and these, you know what I'm saying, Jersey or Philly. He didn't play that kind of playground basketball. Give me the ball, like, you know what I'm saying? Like how Kevin Durant, the DMV area guy, they play in the park street ball. He didn't grow up playing that way. He grew up playing system basketball. Throw the ball throw the ball, you bring the ball to the court, you call right elbow, left elbow, you throw the ball into the post, you run to the corner. You set the screen for the 2 guard, the 3 guard, you run to the corner, and that's basically how he grew up playing. And then when the whole play breaks down, they maybe dribble handoff to him, they run another screen to roll, he bounce pass to a cut, or he throws it to the big, he clears out. You understand what I'm saying? If they collapse on him, he gets the ball and he shoot a long jump shot. The European line is a step closer, so it was, you know, if he's a 40% shooter from 3-point range, the 3-point line is a step closer. That's why this is how he played basketball. He was a defensive player that he could, in the pick and roll, and just 1 little, 2 little dribble, and he shoot the jump shot. That was his whole game. He wasn't that spectacular getting to the basket because he fully didn't mature. But he got drafted based off his potential. If you look at the FIBA World under 18, he was MVP. So you can't say the kid can't play. The kid can play basketball. You know what I'm saying? You don't win the FIBA World under 18 and you win the MVP and you can't play basketball. People have to realize this. He grew up playing system ball, so when he plays in the Knicks system, it's not like he's showcasing his skill set off. Now, he does have to improve offensively, but that's what he has been working on. And his rookie season, he didn't play in Summer League. And you sit back and you watch the old highlights, and you see him watching it, the game was too fast for him probably. It was too fast, and the strength and the conditioning part wasn't there for him. It wasn't there for Frank, and people need to realize that. You know what I mean? It wasn't there for him. And so, you know, you look at Summer League last season when he played a couple of games. He looked okay. Like, okay, he worked on some stuff, but the things he worked on in France, it wasn't It wasn't. It was better for him to stay here. He should have stayed here last season and worked out here with American style coaches, worked out with American players in the off season. Cause you just as good as your competition. When I used to play basketball, I used to play with people that was 10 times better than me. And at first, like the first two weeks, I couldn't hang with them. You know what I'm saying? It was tough to play basketball with them. And when I saw their approach, how they worked out before, things they did after, the stretching, the strength and conditioning work, and just playing with them over time, getting banged up. After that, I got used to the style. I got used to the physicality, the speed, the pace. It started to slow down for me. So I started seeing things. It took a while for me to adjust. It's an adjustment phase. Last season, he went overseas to Europe. Like, yeah, he did play in some of it, but he went over to Europe and he worked out over there. And then there was a video and you saw him working out with the coach, and he just had him doing, he had the holding a resistant band. He just doing stuff like that. That's not, you're not going to do that in the game. So why are you working on stuff like that? And then your 1-2 dribble, shoot the jump shot, jog to the basket, get a layup, jaw back, 1-2 dribble. The stuff he was doing, it was not like, this is not what you do for the NBA, preparing for the NBA, or you trying to be a high quality basketball player. So you look at the stuff he's doing this season when he's working on his ball handling and getting low. That's very important, because when you get low, you can get by people, because they have to get low with you. So if they get low, then your job is to raise up. If you low, I raise. You know what I'm saying? If you up, I go low. That you have to understand that in basketball, and you see that he's working on that with the speed and control. You see him, you watch him last season. He didn't even have the proper ball control, and that his handle was not fast. Now if you watch it this season, you watch it now, his handle was much faster, his shot looks cleaner. Will it translate on the court? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But if you watch the highlight video, it looked better than it was last season. Now you even look at his physique. Last season, there was a picture when all the Knicks was working out together at the track. His body didn't even look together. Now if you look at him now, it looked like he looks firm, like you see toneness in his body. You see this now. Before you didn't see that. You see it now though, because he's finally got with the right people that's getting his body together. And that's why he broke down. That's why he got injured last season. It's not because he's injury prone. The way he trained it wasn't smart. That's why he got hurt. So he's like, man, I got to work with people here. He should have been did that. He should have did that from last season, and you can't blame him for that. You know who you blame? You blame the organization for that, because they supposed to say, okay, we know how to build. The Knicks organization never knew how to build talent. What they should have did was, okay, we're gonna build you up. It's the same thing in fighting. If you're a boxer, I fought fights before in the ring. Boxing, Muay Thai, I didn't fight kickboxing, I didn't fought. And I went to various gyms to train. I'll go to this gym is too commercialized. They just care about making money. So they'll see you train hard and you have potential. What they'll do, they'll throw you in the ring with a fucking champion or a high level contender when this is your second and third fight. I didn't have fights like that. I'm in my second and third fight. They had me fight a champion from a guy that's a champion in another country. And I'm like, for Muay Thai. And I'm like, shouldn't I didn't even know I get there. I don't know who the guy is. Because when I fought Muay Thai, you didn't know. I go in the ring and fight the person, find out he's a champion in another country. I'm like, oh shit, like, and you can't say no. And they didn't even weigh you, like, so you don't even know the weight difference. So I'm going in, I'm fighting somebody that's 10 pounds naturally heavier than me for weight classes, like, you know what I'm saying? So this is not fair, and the person's a champion. I go in the ring, a fight, didn't win the fight, had a good fight, and people are like, oh, you had a good fight, whatever. But I'm like, it does something to your confidence. You're like, damn, like, and they didn't build me up. And I saw fighters that I was much better than. They go to these smaller gyms, that's not commercialized, that people don't know about, and out of nowhere. They're going to put their all into you, build you, get you fight your level, build you up, build your confidence, get you better, and then you get like this. And I go to this big gym, automatically they throw you into the ring with somebody and destroys your confidence. It happens to so many fighters. It's the same thing in basketball. Frank got drafted by the New York Knicks. This is the lights is so bright in New York. You understand what I'm saying? So everybody wants finished product. You know what I'm saying? They want somebody superstar. There's no like, okay, let me see where his talent level is at. Let me see, like, you know what I'm saying? Let me see, okay, what he has to work on. They didn't even do that. They didn't even send him down to the D League. Y'all not going to play him. Send him down to the D League. Y'all not going to play him. But they didn't even do that and build him up that way. Have him play against top competition. Have him get used to the physicality of the game, the speed, the pace. And some of them D League guys is NBA roster players anyway. They just didn't make it to NBA because, you know, they didn't work hard and they didn't get off of a contract, so they didn't work their way up. Have him do that to build his confidence. Have him work on the things he need to work on. And then when you bring him back, it's so simple to have him acclimate to the system. And your D-League affiliate team is running the same system he's running. So he should be able to acclimate himself to that. They didn't do that for Frank. They just threw him out there and, okay, he didn't perform well, yank him and sit him on the bench. That destroys his confidence. Now he's like, man, can I play? So now when he's playing, he don't even want to make a mistake. He's out there, he's thinking like, he's like this, dribbling the ball, he's wide open. Why you just did 1-2 dribble, little shot in the lane? He's like this. He's looking around and he shoots the shot. There's no confidence. And this is why he struggled offensively. And then, you know what I'm saying? It's because of the pressure. That's why if he went to the Spurs, Greg Popovich would have knew what to do with him. And it's not that much pressure. Like, yo, we don't have pressure on you to be the superstar. Just work. Work on your game. We're going to send you down to the D-League, get you used, build you up, get you game-ready minutes. And then we're going to put you in, plug you in, and have you play. You're going to be a defender. You're going to be a spot three-point shooter. As time progresses, when you get... Look what they did for Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson was slow-mo. They call him a.k.a. slow-mo. They built this guy up. Kyle Anderson. Jonathan Simmons. That he was athletic, but they built his confidence. You know, even Kawhi. Kawhi was a defender. Like, they built these guys. And that's the problem with the Knicks. They don't know how to build talent. Tony Parker first came to the NBA. He questioned himself there, but they built him up. That guy, Kyle Anderson, they built this guy up, turn him into a player that can handle the pick and roll, that can knock down an open shot, that can guard a multitude of positions. This is what they did for him. The Spurs know how to do this, know how to utilize your skill set and help you add specific things to your game. The Knicks is not doing that with Frank, and I argue with people that hate on him. I'm confused, and I sit back and say, like, what seems to be the problem? Because they want some guy that, you know, they want somebody automatically like Donovan Mitchell came into the NBA. Donovan Mitchell was like 3 years older than Frank. You can argue this, that when Donovan Mitchell first came to the NBA, he was 21. When he first came into the NBA, he was 21. Frank is going to be 21 in a couple of days this month, later on this month. And when he starts the season, he's going to be 21. You understand what I'm saying? And now he's on a Knicks team that has so many players. Now, how can he even get minutes? You know what I'm saying? You got Alonzo Trier, you got Dennis Smith Jr., you got Elton Payton, you got Reggie Bullock, you got you know what I'm saying? You got R.J. Barrett, you got Dotson, you got Kevin Knox, and you got Ignis, Agnes or Ignis his name, or okay, Iggy. You got all these people. Then you got to add Frank. I don't even know. I said Alfred Payton. Look at all these people they got on the damn roster. Where is there going to be minutes? And this is a guy that's from your organization. Build the guy up. And he's the only one out of these guys who call his defense that passes the ball. So, you know what I'm saying? You can put him out there with four other scorers. You don't need him to score the ball like that. You need him to help distribute and knock down open shots and play defense, move the ball. Be a system player. That's what he was. And New York Knicks fans just don't understand and realize and see this. And, you know what I mean? I didn't want to make this video too long. I didn't want to rant. But sometimes when I'm talking with people in the comments, I'd rather not like say it in the comments. I want to just, you know, put it in video format and just tell people, because people been they sleep on this kid. I wanted to try to make this another video talking about R.J. Barrett's struggles in summer league and what I feel about that, and I think I'm gonna make separate videos for that, and I think I'm gonna put that after this video. And it's just to let the Knicks fans know, like, listen, I understand the game of basketball. I played with high level quality players. I used to play basketball by Beto Garcia in New York City, and I used to play with him, and he used to tell me how who was really good at, because he played with the pros. So I know where I was at when I used to play with him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't played D1, but still, I know the game of basketball. I used to talk to people that high level, and like people that's around these people about the game of basketball. People like, man, you really know the game. It's simplistic. It's not as complicated. People may think it is. It's a simple game. And people that's complaining, they don't understand system basketball. You put Frank in the system that he needs to do specific things, his offense is going to come. Offense is easy. That's going to come. Him being a defensive player, that's everything. And also, I'm going to show pictures of him. It looked like he grew. It looked like he's a legit 6'8" now. So, you know what I'm saying? His body is turning out. Why would you give up on him? Why after he grows another, before the season, they list him 6'8", 6'9", and he's a point guard. He could play point guard, shoot. He's going to be what Andre Iguodala is, a Sean Livingston type of player. You understand what I'm saying? But his calling card is defense. If he could knock down the three and play pick and roll, That's all we need from the guy. Because he's going to do a plethora of things on the floor. He could get rebounds. He could get steals. He could get blocks. He could get deflections. He could contest. He could change shots. You know what I'm saying? He could be a good help defender. If he could give you 10 to 15 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds, that's all you need from the kid. But people just don't need it. People don't realistically understand this. And I'm just, you know, I'm quite confused about it. But anyway, YouTube, I didn't want to make this video too long. And I'm going to make another video out after this for various other things. But thank you for watching. And peace. I'm out.